and welcome back. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. In today's video we are going to be looking at Modelones rainbow acrylic set. So Modelones were kind enough to send me this for free as a PR package, which I am very grateful for. So as always, thank you so much Modelones for this opportunity. So of course we're just going to go through the whole kit itself. So the first thing that I am looking through here is an acrylic brush. It's a number 12. So the brush is fine, it works fine, but I did notice that because it was so big, it was really hard to like pick up decent sized beads. I was picking up big beads without even trying. So yeah, I need to get a smaller brush to practice with acrylic. So the other thing that I just showed you was the Monomer that we will talk about in a second. We'll go through the acrylic first. So this kit does actually come with 5 colours, but I only have 4. I don't know if it's because of the PR package, I don't know, but you do get 5 colours. You get a very like mustardy yellow, a hot vibrant pink, this really gorgeous green, a very light pink with like it's like a baby pink with like sparkles in like little shimmers, and then you also do get a very vibrant orange. So yeah, this is all that you get in the kit. You get 5 colors, the brush, and also the Monomer. This here I actually purchased like last year. So this is the clear. Then you have like a nude, then there's a white, and then there's also a nude with shimmer. So I did want to include this into the video here because I wanted to show how much Modelones acrylics have like changed, if that makes sense. Like they've gotten like their formulas are different and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with the first, with the nude set, that white and stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. But I did notice that the acrylic, the coloured acrylic, the newer acrylic, sorry, felt a lot more buttery and easier to work with. So I did just put some more into my dampen dish here, and I'm just wetting up the brush. I obviously got all the packing powder and glue or whatever it is out of the brush end itself. So now we're just going to swatch through all the colours, but as you can see the difference already, like the pink was like butter. It was so nice to work with. The green was the same, the yellow was the same, and the pink. The white is quite chalky, but like I said, I bought this over a year ago, so I don't know if they've changed the formula or if they've, tried different things and upgraded, of course, because this was like I'm sure I ordered this over a year ago. I will leave the link to the first video in the cards. It's horrendous, but so yeah, the colors in this kit are beautiful though. I absolutely love the different variety you get, bright and summery, of course. But as you can see, that first nude was very nice to work with. This white was a bit chalky, and then the next nude color was a bit chalky. Also, you can see the difference there between the white and the colors. So yeah, but as you can see, there is a big difference in the formulas, and yeah, I'm really happy with the new formula. If they have changed the formula, I assume so, maybe, I don't know. So now we're just going to mix up some glitter and stuff like that. So I just pulled out loads of glitters. I got this little tub of, it was like a pack of 30 for like £7-8 on Amazon. And basically I'm just going to pour a mixture of different green glitters into this little tub. It's a 10-gram tub, by the way. And then I'm going to add some clear, and I keep adding clear then until I'm happy with the mixture itself. I didn't like measure the amount that I put in. I just kind of just threw it in. And the butterflies that I add in a second, they actually glow in the dark. I do show you them on the swatch, but I forget to show you them at the end. So going to the Mortimer very quickly. So the Mortimer, it says that it's slow setting, but I found it set still quite fast. Not like super fast. I was kind of happy with how it's set, but because I am a beginner, when I did do a video on my hand, and I actually lost half of the footage, but I did leave the footage, the only part of the footage that I had left. I did put that in the video just so that you could see how easy it was to work with the acrylic as a beginner. Just to show you how easy and simple it was. But unfortunately, after filing, or halfway through filing, I should say, I lost the footage and I was so annoyed with myself. But I ended up doing another set where I done on my practice hand, and luckily enough, I managed to save that that footage. So I did just go in with I'm just going in with a clear bead. You would of course prep your nail. I will leave a video in the cards for that. But with any coloured acrylic, I've noticed that in reviews and in tutorials that I've seen on YouTube, because of course I do watch YouTube to find that, to learn about acrylic. Everyone puts a bead of clear down on the natural nail to protect their natural nail so that they don't get stained and stuff like that. So I'm just putting down the clear bead, and once I was done and it was set, I tapped my brush, and you can hear this like clicky clacky sound to know that it's dry and it's solid. And then I went in with just the pink because I just decided to do a full pink set, and then I was going to do decoration on top. But of course, like I said, I lost the footage. So yeah, I'm an idiot. So we do just go in with the second set that I do with this set, with this kit. I can't think of what I'm thinking. I can't think of what I'm saying. But anyway, going back to that Mortimer. Sorry, I kind of jumped from subject to subject here, don't I? So the Mortimer, it does set very. It says it's slow setting, but I feel like it's set pretty fast for a beginner. You would need to be a bit faster, but it's not like totally, like you can still work it for a little bit, so you just have to take your time a little bit, but not too much time, because of course it does set. It's a very different feeling to go from polygel and gel, where you can cure whenever you're ready, to something that sets after a while of playing with it. You don't have all day to deal with it. So yeah, bear that in mind. But the smell, so I never used to use acrylic because the smell of acrylic, not the acrylic, sorry, the Monomer used to make my eyes water and it gave me headaches. So I stopped wanting to bother trying acrylic, but I decided to give it another go. There is a smell to this Monomer, but it's not as potent as other acrylics that I've smelt before. So I could deal with it, and if I could deal with it and not get headaches, then that surely is a good thing. So yeah, bear that in mind. But like I said, I I used to get headache. I'm not having headaches with this Monomer, so hopefully that helps. There is a smell, but of course, like I said, it's not a strong smell that's going to make your eyes water and give you a migraine. And like I said, so it does set a normal pace. I wouldn't say it's slow setting. I'd say it's like a medium to maybe in between medium and fast. I wouldn't say it's actually slow, but there is no yellowing, which is great. And I tell you one thing as well, it was so weird to file acrylic. I didn't realize how not hard it was to file acrylic, but acrylic is, you definitely need to like put more pressure, and that's where that's where my video ended. Unfortunately, I lost the footage, so we're just going to go into the practice hand, but I wanted to leave that bit of footage in just to show you how easy it was to apply this acrylic to a hand, like a natural nails. Like obviously it's the same thing as if you were applying it to a practice hand, but I know that there's like a difference, and some people like to see the two of them. So yeah, that hot pink was so beautiful, I decided to use it again. So this set, I guess, this one here that I'm actually working on, it's similar to what I was gonna do on my actual hand, is similar to what I did, I should say. But I did add green to this one as well, so I was happy with the outcome. So the first thing I've noticed that with acrylic is take your time, use smaller beads. Like I said, this brush was quite big, so I've actually bought a smaller brush to practice for in the future. I've got a number 8 brush, it actually come today, but the size 12 brush is just a little bit too big. So like I think what model ones they should do is either make it so that the brushes are smaller in these kits, because I think a lot of acrylic nail techs use like a size, I think it's in between the size of 8 and 12, but most people do buy well, no, a lot of different variety of people, like DIYers, beginners, professionals, they all buy model ones um acrylic and, well, all of their what's it called, products and different like stuff from their website and online on Amazon. So my I think what Model One should do is have the either the give a smaller brush with these sets. That's my only downfall, or have the option to pick what size brush you want in your kit when you go through checkout. I think that would be a really good idea, because then people will be able to pick their preferred size brush. But that was the only complaint I had about this kit. It was just the brush was a bit too big, and I can't even say that that's a big deal breaker for me. That's, you know, so it is what it is. Is a very simple thing, and you can buy brushes. Most people do have their own brushes anyway, so yeah. um but I found this acrylic to be really nice to work with. As you can see, it was really buttery and just really, I can't explain it. And I got my liquid to ratio, what was it, liquid to powder ratio, a very quickly. I kind of mastered that so fast. So as you can see, I'm just I'm trying to get smaller beads so that I can just work at my own pace, if that makes sense. But don't think that you have to do like a one bead method or even a two bead method. I done a bead at the end and I worked it down, and then I went slowly up the nail. I'd done about 3 beads up the nail, and then where I needed to add, I just added more and more, and so on and so forth. I wouldn't say that this is a beginner tutorial. This is more of a learn with me and see how I do on my progression. I am in no way a pro acrylic. I've done acrylic. This is the second time I've worked with acrylic for a full like set on one hand, if that makes sense, like an actual set. I've done like now and then small little nails here and there, but nothing too fancy or big. So yeah, I wouldn't say this is like a learn from me sort of video. This is more of a, is this good for beginners? And I would say yes, 100% yes. It's definitely something that I would recommend, and I do plan to get a couple more colours after this, because this was, I don't know what happened there. I think I might have knocked the pot, but yeah, it was everywhere. They do come sealed, by the way, which is great, and they're very big jars. I think you can get smaller jars, but these sets, they're like only like 20. I think it's 26.99 dollars on their site. So I don't know what that would be into pounds, because even though their site is dollars, they change they convert it when you pay. So I wouldn't be able to, because I haven't bought I didn't buy these, so I can't really tell you the converted into pounds. But I think most of my subscribers are American, and it was 26.99, yeah, in dollars on their site, which I think is really good and cheap, in my opinion. I think for dollars, because like obviously I've worked with a lot of companies that do work from America, so yeah. And I have noticed as well, I did have a look online. I left everything down in the description box, by the way, but I did have a look on their site, and they are doing a sale right now where it's like 4 of these colors, any colors you want. They because they sell them in like singulars as well. You could just buy the acrylic powders, but it's 4 different colors for $20, I think it is. So you're looking around, I'd say about 15 to 17 pounds for 4 colors, which I think is fantastic. So these acrylics are very cheap and very affordable, and also great for beginners. So I'm going to go back to the nails anyway. So what I've done is the first 2 nails I done full cover pink. The third nail, which is the ring finger, I can't think, yeah, ring nail. What I done was I done an ombre, a vertical ombre of pink to green. It didn't turn out perfectly because I'm still learning with acrylic, of course. So I used that glitter mix to kind of hide the badly what's it called, ombre colors. And glitter does actually cover up any bad ombre. So yeah. Now I'm going in with a bead of clear and those matte butterflies that I got from Shein, by the way, and I will be releasing a little video of like a haul along with a nail set soon of my Shein haul. Sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say then. So I'm just using some pink and green matte butterflies. I think that they went really well. That glitter mix that I made was really, really nice to work with as well. So the middle nail, I couldn't quite figure out what I wanted to do. Because my original plan was to use some foil. So in the end, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to do one nail of foil, and it turned out really nice. The actual idea, I didn't think it was going to match, but it did. So I'm just curing that foil glue, which was Macquart's foil glue, and now I'm going in with some leopard print foil, and I just press it into the cured foil glue, gel foil glue, yeah, and I just peel it away, and then I just randomly stick it here, there, and everywhere. I kind of wanted it to be like all over the place. I didn't want it to be a perfect nail. So I did learn something here for trial and error when I went to encapsulate the nails with some clay. Before you decide to uh put any cap on top of a clay cap on top of that foil that I just applied, make sure you put down like a protective layer, because I noticed that the Monomer actually like moves the transfer foil around. So it did work out nice anyway. It kind of give it like a different sort of style. But you'll see now where it starts to move with the Monomer on the brush. But it still worked out fine. So yeah, if you do plan to do like anything with like foils and acrylic, make sure to put down a base coat on top, cure it, and then put your clear cap on top. So as you can see, some of the foil moved, and there's another bit there, but it still worked out okay for me. I still liked the outcome. So I was lucky, but of course I might not have been so lucky. So yeah, I just clear capped every single nail. I was a bit sloppy with the clear capping. It'd been a long day. I just like recorded one video, found out that my video was gone, and had to record another one. So yeah, my day was going south. I was so tired by this point, so I was just like, come on, let's just clear cap these. So yeah, the sloppiness around the cuticles, I'm aware. I do need to get a little bit better at the cuticle area. I did notice that on my unnatural nail as well. So yeah, definitely need to work with cuticle bead with acrylic. So it's very they're very similar to, it's very similar to polygel in a way, but uh the cuticle area with polygel, like you could easily work it with a brush because it's got that like a gel sticky consistency, whereas acrylic doesn't have that, and you have to like walk it in with your brush. So yeah, I'd recommend a practice finger or a practice hand until you're ready. Here is where I noticed that the acrylic wasn't dry by the cuticle area there, so I just waited for it to dry and then went back in. So yeah, this is just the filing bit. The filing, I think with acrylic you definitely would need an e-file because I couldn't do it all with my hand file and it was aching my hand after a while. But yeah, I think acrylic is great, and there's many more like opportunities with acrylic. Like there's with polygel you can do everything that you can do with acrylic, except some designs are probably so much easier, look so much easier with acrylic. I think that you have like a more variety with acrylic, if that makes sense. Like there's nothing wrong with polygel, you can still do pretty much everything with it, but yeah, it is nice to be able to work with acrylic and learn with that as well. I love this middle nail. I think I've done really well on it. So simple. um but yeah, I enjoyed working with something a little different. It's definitely going to take me some time to learn. Like, there's going to be a lot of trial and error, like it was with polygel and gel and so on and so forth. But every skill you have to learn, right? And even my apex can do with a little bit of building up with acrylic. But this is a practice hand, so I didn't need to worry about it too much. But yeah, I really did enjoy working with this. I'd highly recommend it. It's definitely something different, and it also, yeah, I don't know. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you think. Like, have you used acrylic, and how easy or hard did you find your like first couple of attempts of acrylic? I know that trial and error, like with me, you just gotta keep on at it, because that's how I learned to do polygel. I'm still not perfect, of course, but you don't get anywhere just from just not doing it and trying it. Do you know what I mean? Practice makes perfect, as I say in all my videos. But anyway, once we'd finished filing, I then went in with some top coat and I top coated all of the nails. I used my favorite top coat, of course, which is actually Modelones, because of their thick brush and it's really shiny. Their finish, I do really like Modelones top coat. I think every company should have Modelones brush, the brush for their top coat. It's so thick and it fits perfectly on the nails and around the cuticle. I don't know. I love this top coat. But anyway, you would need to get your own top coat, of course, because this does not come in the kit. I already had a top coat here. But once I'd finished top coating, I then went in with some oil and wiped away all the dust, because this hand picks up everything. So I used some cuticle oil and it worked, as you can see. I actually done that before the top coat. Yeah. But of course, if this was on your natural nail, you would go in with oh gosh, cuticle oil after. Sorry, my brain is all over the place today. But anyway, once I'd done this, I'd done a full 60-second cure. You can, of course, just use normal like nail varnish top coat. And this is the end result, guys. So yeah, I really enjoyed this and it was so much fun to do. And the hot pink and the green, that hot pink is so beautiful. It's so lush and just bright. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to leave it here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to keep on smiling. Don't forget to stay safe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose.